Erica, can you explain to me the progress of the carpentry course right now?
The progress of the carpentry course right now is they have done their 14 weeks of training, and so tomorrow will be their last day, and then they go on to work placement for 12 weeks with employers throughout the community to help continue to build the homes here that we are doing.
How does it feel to have completed the course?
I feel a lot better, that I feel confident that I can work outside of the community, and if there's any job opportunities, I could use all my skills, what I was trained to do, and enhance it, sharpen it just like a knife.
It was great. I learned a lot through the 16 weeks of work in here, plus the classroom stuff with the math. I learned quite a bit.
Okay, I'm cutting and measuring the pieces that fit on the corners of the houses.
I really always wanted to learn carpentry, so I really enjoy it.
So in the last 2 to 3 months that you've taken the course, what are some of the things you've learned?
I learned how to use the measuring tape, learn how a house goes up, learn how to use a hammer, learn how to use lots of tools, measurements.
Well, actually, it's been a trial and error process, but I'm glad. A lot has been learned. Confidence has been built, definitely. Yeah, so it's satisfying to know that we've actually helped build these homes for 2 of our community members. So that's probably the biggest accomplishment and pride I have about it.
So currently the 12 students are working on 2 small homes here. Can you give me an idea of the stage or the process of where the homes are?
The homes are in our new subdivision. They're actually homes that were contracted out by different departments. We worked with the employer, which is the Tobique band, to secure 2 homes, enough for the 12 students to be able to all get an opportunity to work on the homes, to give them a wide range of training opportunity in every aspect of building the homes. So the only thing they haven't done within these homes was the footing. Other than that, they have erected these homes all on their own with a mentor that supervised to make sure everything followed code.
Would you say the carpentry course has been a good learning experience for the students?
This program has been a great learning experience for these students. They came from different areas, some with no experience, some had partial experience, and some had quite a bit of experience, and felt that they weren't secure enough to be able to work on a job site. Through this training program, they got the confidence that they needed to now want to go and build a house from ground up.
Joe, tell me about what your role has been in the last couple of months here at Tobique First Nation.
My role has been an instructor to show them, to introduce them to the measuring tape, was one of the basic fundamentals of using hand tools and power tools. And the theory that comes with it by using the modules. And these modules are specific to step-by-steps and the basic fundamentals, like I said earlier. After that, they go into the practical while it's fresh in their minds. So, and the proof is in the pudding, like they say, and the houses are coming up. Everything is nice. Everything's up to code.
So here on Tobique First Nation, or Nuguktuk as it's sometimes called, how important is it to have new homes built?
We have a lot of people that are without homes and a lot of overcrowding within our homes. So these homes are giving people the opportunity to be able to have their own space and eliminate the overcrowding. We had some homeless people that now have homes of their own.
We've got approximately 200 people on the housing list, so obviously we'll be able to we get more capacity and with these students, and hopefully they'll come on board so we can so they can work with either contractors or our department, and we can put out the houses a little quicker.
How many units would you say are required here in Tobique First Nation?
We've got probably approximately 200 people on the housing list, and I would say around 200. I mean, we're building 20 this year, and we have a contract to build another 30 to 50 in the next 3 years, and we should be able to get that off the ground. We're trying to get it off the ground as soon as possible. We're trying to get all the houses out as quick as possible, but we're falling behind a little bit on infrastructure, and we're hoping to address it by the end of next year.
You've been coming here for the last 3 months every day teaching the students the carpentry course.
Yeah.
In your mind, how important is it to have new homes here on Tobique or Nuguktuk First Nation?
It is important, and there is a new breed of carpenter that's needed. These are youngsters here, and I guess the going trend is that there are some older folks that are going to retire soon. So it is quite important to keep the housing going, keep a good flow going. You don't want any dip in that. So housing, yes, is important. I believe there's a 5-year plan in place, so it's going to keep these guys pretty busy, and they will still be training when I am gone. It's a good start for these guys, so we'll keep that construction wheel rolling throughout all of this after I'm gone.
You and your fellow students did everything to build these homes, basically except for the footings and some of the cement work. But for you, what was the most fun and most interesting? Installing windows, walls, roof? What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was actually the math. If I didn't have the math all down packed, I wouldn't square off the whole house. So if the foundation is squared, the house will go squared all the way up to the roof. And you got to put the walls up, everything.
Well, I learned it wasn't just with the homes. We did a couple projects where we built a shed. We did another project where we put windows in a interior wall. That was pretty interesting to learn. I knew I could do it, but with the houses, no, it's a little different compared to doing interior or like renovations, I guess. So learned a lot through it.
I've had to sharpen up math skills that I haven't used in over 20 plus years, which was fine, no big deal, just, muscle memory. I'll tell you what, we couldn't wait to get out here. And we've done many builds just besides this. We've worked on the greenhouse. We built a intersecting roof. We built them a 30-foot long bench-like table for their harvesting. We've done a lot, shingling roofs, everything. I've learned a lot, not just this, yeah.
Have you worked on roofs on hot days?
Yeah, we were sheathing, we were roofing, we were shingling on 90+ degree days.
One of the things you've learned during your 18-week course was the importance of workplace safety. What can you tell me about that?
I learned a lot. How to, work your tools and watch your surroundings.
Can you give me some of the specific details of particular skills that you've taught them for carpentry?
Well, using the framing square is one thing. The framing square is quite important. Knowing how to use the power tools safely, and especially with the hand tools and stuff, being able to utilize every hand tool available that was given to them. So it is a coordination type of thing. It's a hand-eye coordination type of thing. You go into the theory is one thing. It's in a book. It's fine. But getting to use those tools, getting to use them properly, getting to use them safely. So everything is so far so good. I have a lot of anticipation that these guys are going to keep going and learn a lot from all of that theory and the practical building these two houses. Arthur.
Thank you, sir.
There you go, sir.
Thank you.
So Erica, describe to me what's going to happen today with the graduation ceremony.
Today we're going to have a barbecue and why they work and give them an opportunity to, you know, we want to have the opportunity to provide some certificates and a cake and some tools that we have given to them as a gift so they can continue their journey.
Lenny, where are you, Lenny?
Now that you've completed the carpentry course, does this help you feel more like a member of the Nuguktuk community?
I've always been a member of this community. It's just, you know, finding the right skills to succeed somewhere's, say, if I want to work outside the community. Like, this is always my home. I'm always a community member, and this is like, I feel good, like, that I can enhance these skills.
Thank you. Congratulations, man.
Congratulations.
Kind of relay some of your best memories of building the homes.
Working with the others, it was good memories. I'll always remember them because there's always jokes. Everyone could take a joke, which is a good thing. And well, with the building, what I'll remember is the framework, putting up the walls. So yeah, I'm glad that we did this because it just brings, I don't know, like a lot of stuff to remember when building a home.
And the importance of teamwork.
Exactly. Teamwork is the number one thing. It's helpful to have a lot, well, the crew that we got now are good people and everything's going good.
Michelle.
Thank you, guys.
Here is your certificate.
Thank you, guys.
There are your
I have a
tools.
picture over there, look.
Would you say this is a great team building exercise, building with your team?
Yes. Yes, you've got to learn patience. You've got to learn, you know, like, I came in here blind. I blind as could be, but you know, these men that have the experience and the know-how, they had no problem whatsoever being patient, speaking, showing us what we need to do. They would break it down easier for us, whereas the instructor would kind of try to go all around about the things, and they would just cut right to the nonsense. Make it easier, put it back, layman terms, as you would say.
Congratulations, Sam. Here's your certificate.
Thank
Here you go.
So knowing that you've been building 2 homes here on the community, how does that make you feel?
Awesome. I love it. I always wanted to learn it, and then now I want to take my skills and build myself a garage.
Would you say these students have learned a lot? Have they been open to learning?
Yes, they were. They were open to learning. They arrived here in the class all the time. They were very studious, very polite. Yes, good batch of people.
Living here on Tobique or Nuguktuk First Nation, do you see the importance of building new homes here? And tell me why.
The importance is because it's starting to expand. There's people growing up, you know, starting their own family. And the importance of building these homes is for them. Like, you know, they can have a place to live and stuff, like having like, for an example, having like 20 kids in their grandparents' house or something. You know, you don't want that. You want your own privacy and have their own house and stuff. So it is very important.
How important is it to have taken this carpentry course and knowing you'll be helping to build further homes here in your community?
Well, you know, it feels good to help with people, or help for the people that need homes. You know, like it feels great actually. It's a good feeling. Yes.
Do you see the importance of building new homes here on Nuguktuk First Nation?
Oh yes, the housing is in dire need, desperate need actually. I don't want to say the number of houses behind, but we're behind a few homes. So, you know, hopefully with the 9 or 10 of us that are going out there, we can contribute more to the homes and getting them caught up.
So you live here on Tobique First Nation. How important is it that new homes are built here in your community?
It's very important. There's a lot of people without homes, and you know, some people are living in basements of other people's homes and stuff. So it's always good to give them a home, you know, build it, so that way they can start fresh.
How important is it for you to see new homes being built here?
Looks great. I just actually got one last summer, and it gave me a forever home and gave me stability. So, yeah, it's awesome.
Now that the carpentry course is wrapping up, how do you feel knowing the students have learned some valuable skills here?
Very proud of the students and the goals that they accomplished throughout this training program. I know they'll be successful in whatever career choice that they make because they're very engaged. They're willing to learn, they're willing to practice what they've learned, and they're willing to build on it and become successful as carpenters.
With the students completing the carpentry course, are you confident this will have a positive impact on your housing infrastructure here in Tobique First Nation?
Well, I hope so. I hope they stick it out because, like I said, we have a lot of our guys are they're getting older and retiring. We had a few retire and that were good carpenters. We need to keep building that. If not, then we're going to have to hire out, and we don't want to do that. We want to keep the employment here on the reserve, and hopefully they stick to it, or a good percentage of them, and they continue to thrive in it. And I mean, this course is just a course; it's a stepping stone. I mean, there's other avenues out there in the construction industry, and hopefully they'll take advantage of it.
How does that feel knowing that these two homes that you've helped build will be homes
proud.
for new members here?
I feel proud and happy, and I love to see the outcome of it and to see people actually move in, and I learned a lot.
So Joe, when you look at these two homes that are near completion, as their instructor, how do you feel knowing that you've helped teach these students to build these homes?
I feel pretty impressed. Pretty impressed. These guys are geared up to building things. They love carpentry. They're engaged. Yes. So from start to finish on this course, seeing that this is my last 2 days, hopefully that from the material that I gave them, also supplementing the little modules that were presented to them. So especially the math. I was showing them the math and how to read that tape. So these guys are just on their way. I'm quite impressed. You know, they become a machine, a good working laborer.
Explain to me how the placement program works.
The placement program is going to work for 12 weeks. They get 12 weeks to work with an employer to continue to implement what they have learned in the training program, and then they will use this as an interview with the employers to be able to secure employment for them after the 12-week placement is complete.
It's not just building homes, it's, you're forging bonds with people, you're learning, you're retaining information. So it's, and then of course you got other infrastructure going around you. I mean, I've dabbled in putting together concrete forms, they're like puzzle blocks, Lego pieces, I went over and ran the trod with one day.
Now that the course is complete, what are you hoping to do in the future?
Build some furniture, make some barn doors, some screen doors, maybe work with houses again. I always wanted to learn it, and then now I want to take my skills and build myself a garage.
So now that the carpentry course is complete, the next step for you and your fellow students is the placement program.
Yes.
Are you hoping to get into that?
Well, I'm hoping I do get into it. If not, I am a scaffolder, so I could find work, you know what I mean, like with scaffolding. But I'd rather do carpentry right now, learn more about it. So yeah, it's just, I hope I get a placement job. That'd be great. Work for capital, hopefully.
Yes, absolutely. I want to go ahead and further on, see what I could do. I may get picked and I may not get picked after the 2 weeks. It's okay. But I could say I did it.
We've been working with the students right along and finding out what they want to do after, and the majority of them want to continue into carpentry. We've had some people have job opportunities elsewhere that have chosen to stay within the carpentry program. We've had a few that have decided that they learned what they want to do to be able to go and work on their own. So they're going to be taking that opportunity or even doing their own builds for themselves.
From my interview with Joe, he was talking about the importance of teaching safety to you and the other students. In your mind, with your carpentry course, how important is it for safety on the job?
It's 100%. You have to have your proper PPE, because you don't know if there's going to be a nail or anything's going to fall on your foot or your head. It's just it's very crucial to have your proper PPE.
Well, it's at every job. Workplace safety is #1 key. You gotta be safe. Better be safe than sorry.
Tell me about your next carpentry course you'll be teaching.
The next carpentry course is going to be in Elsipogtog. It's going to be quite similar to this one here. So it's starting from square one. They have the facilities there. That's going to be quite interesting. It's going to be a brand new start all over again. I've gotten quite familiar with how the inner workings are here. Each town is different. Each community is different. So it's just a matter of playing it by ear.
Can you give me some information on any other programs you have underway with the training and employment program?
Within the training and employment program, we currently have a security program that's going on for our safety plan for the community. We have students that are participating right now in the security training. They're going to be certified security. We also have a social work technician program that's going on in partnership with Child and Family Services here in the community. So they're actually active workers that are doing their certification part-time to be able to grow to become social workers. We also have the GD program. Currently it's in the summer programs, in the summer break, and they'll be resuming in September. We're looking to do a heavy equipment operators course in the winter because right now all of the machinery that the community owns is being used to help build these homes and the new roads that we have to build. But we're looking to do it in the winter when we can use snow as a way for them to learn. We have a lot of interest in that. We're trying to work with NBCC on doing a small appliance repair because there's a huge need for that here in the community. We had last year 60 homes that needed appliances fixed, and it's a die-in type of trade, so we didn't have anybody to do that. So we've been trying to build, have that course here. NBCC has developed a curriculum. We're just looking for an instructor to be able to teach it, and then we'll be running that.
So now that the carpentry course is complete, what sort of an impact will this have on the community to help build new housing infrastructure?
Well, it's like I said, I mean, it's all about everybody working and so forth, and if we keep everybody working within the next, including this year, like every day, you know, it's going to impact everything. It's going to impact everything all around the community. I mean, with the stores and even around like the town of Perth, Andover, or Grand Falls. I mean, people are going to be employed, so it's quite important.